Imagine spending hundreds of millions of pounds building one of the greatest stadiums on the planet. Imagine filling it with some of the most passionate fans in world football. Now imagine those same fans walking out at halftime, not because of traffic, not because of the weather, because they simply could not bear to watch anymore. That is the reality at Tottenham Hotspur right now. A club that was supposed to be pushing for trophies is instead doing something nobody expected, fighting to survive. 1 point. That is all that separates them from dropping out of the Premier League entirely. And today we are going to break down exactly how it came to this. Let us start with the match that has everyone talking. Tottenham played at home, at their own ground, in front of their own supporters. Early on, things actually looked promising. They scored first. The crowd was behind them. For a moment, it felt like the tide might finally be turning. Then came the moment that changed everything. Their captain and one of their best defenders was shown a red card, sent off for stopping what the referee judged to be a clear goal-scoring chance. A penalty was given. Crystal Palace scored it, and from that exact moment, Tottenham completely fell apart. By halftime, Crystal Palace were winning 3-1. But the scoreline is not even the most shocking part. The most shocking part is what the cameras caught inside the stadium. Thousands of Tottenham fans were leaving their seats, walking out. At halftime, people who bought tickets traveled to the ground and decided they had seen enough. That image says everything about where this club is right now. Now, let us look at the numbers because they are brutal. Tottenham have not won a single league game in the entire year of 2026, not one. They are the only Premier League team that can say that. 5 losses in a row across all competitions, and because of results elsewhere on the same day, the situation got even worse. West Ham won their game. Nottingham Forest picked up a point at Manchester City. While other clubs were gaining ground, Tottenham were standing still and watching everyone climb above them. 1 point above the bottom 3, this is not a minor wobble. This is a full-blown crisis. Before we go further, I want to ask you something directly. Do you think Tottenham can survive this season? Drop your honest answer in the comments below. And I want you to know I personally read and reply to every single comment on this channel, everyone. So leave your thoughts. I will get back to you. And if you are finding this useful, hit subscribe so you never miss one of these videos. Okay, back to it. Here is where the story takes a really interesting turn. Tottenham are on their second manager change in a very short space of time. Their current head coach is Igor Tudor, brought in just 21 days before the Crystal Palace match to replace the previous manager and steady the ship. So far, under his leadership, 3 games, 3 defeats against Arsenal, against Fulham, and now against Crystal Palace. After the match, a journalist asked him a very direct question. Given how things are going, would he still be in charge by the time their next Premier League match comes around? Tudor's answer was 2 words, no comment. That is not the kind of answer that fills anyone with confidence. Here is the strange thing, though. Despite all of this, Tudor came out after the game and said he actually believes in this squad. He said the red card completely changed the game, which is hard to argue against. Losing your captain and best defender to a sending off is a massive blow to any team. But then he said something that raised a few eyebrows. He said that despite the defeat, despite the chaos, despite fans walking out at halftime, he believes in this team more now than he did before the game. He said he saw something from his players after going down to 10 men, a reaction, a spirit. He also talked about needing the right players around him. His message was clear. Those willing to fight will stay. Those who are not will be moved on. He pointed to injuries as a key factor too. Several important players are unavailable right now. His belief is that when they return, this team will look completely different. That may well be true. But results cannot wait for perfect circumstances. And when you look at what is coming next on the schedule, the pressure gets even heavier. First up, Tottenham traveled to face Atletico Madrid in the Champions League last 16. Yes, you read that correctly. A team sitting 1 point above the relegation zone is also playing in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Only football can produce a situation this strange. Then comes a Premier League trip to Liverpool, one of the hardest away fixtures in England. Then they host Atletico Madrid again in the second leg, and then in what could be the most important game of their entire season, they face Nottingham Forest at home. A direct battle between two clubs deep in a relegation fight. Every single result matters enormously. One bad week could change everything. So here is the question nobody at Tottenham wants to answer out loud. How did a club of this size end up here? A squad full of international players, a world-class stadium, millions spent in the transfer market, and yet here they are staring down at the relegation zone. The manager does not seem sure of his own future. The players look short on confidence. The fans are walking out at halftime. Something has gone wrong at a very deep level at this football club. And until that deeper problem is fixed, results alone might not be enough. Look, football is unpredictable. Clubs have survived worse moments than this. A couple of wins and the entire conversation changes overnight. But right now, based on everything we can see, Tottenham Hotspur are in a genuine fight for their Premier League survival. The next 4 weeks are not just important, they could define the entire future of this club. Will Tudor get the time he needs? Will the injured players return and make the difference? Or will this season end in a way nobody at Spurs could have imagined? We will find out very soon. That is everything for today. Now, I want to hear from you. Can Tottenham turn this around, or is it already too late? Leave your prediction in the comments right now. And remember, I personally go through every single comment on this channel and I will reply to yours. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up helps more people find this content. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one.